They have meetings in here every day.
Oh, maybe there's a board one. Hi, Dora.
It's like, hey, someone's again, and I gave her my key and I walk. What's this do? Gosh, the restroom too, please. That's called the lady that makes the seat, that's and from that, says I will call it down. Oh, for them, like, no, it ain't me.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello.
How are you? Hi.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Speak good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a background.
Alright. So you got everything you need, man. You got everything you need, huh? You got the minutes. You got the template or we did you write about? Alright. Alright, I believe in you. I'll just be sitting here looking pretty.
Powerful job.
You gave, you have the grammarian support? Oh, no. The grammarian support should be after this for some days.
This floor.
Yeah.
How are you acting?
I'm wonderful, how are you?
I'm here.
Something tight. What was the question? Say it, yes, after. Thank you. Tight. Come back around the, you know. Otherwise, it's gonna be, yeah.
Waitress older than you?
No, I brought them in so that we can have space, so we don't go like in the middle of the meeting moving around. Hi. Hello, nice to meet you. You don't say that to me. I say that. Like we have I'm like, no, you know. After we have to. It'll be good now. How was it? I don't think we're gonna round. Oh, yeah, I go. I. That's what they. It's blue. Yeah.
It's 5:59. You got T minus 1 minute.
But 1600 is a show now. Enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah. WD.
With this stuff. That's the right here, right?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, in person and on Zoom. How's everyone doing today? Awesome. This meeting of Cable Revolutionaries Club 2591529 is now called to order. I will now call on Toastmaster Michelle Samuels to open us up in a word of prayer. Let us pray.
Our Father, Lord God, I give you thanks for this day, give you this opportunity, Father. You have taken us safely through this day. You have protected us from dangers seen and unseen. Father, as we embark on this meeting, we invoke the presence of the Holy Spirit. Be with us in all we do and say, and may the end of the session will be glorified. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. And now we'll face the flag and sing our national anthem.
Up your head to the rising sun. March on to glory, of bright banners waving high. See how the world I surrender your faith. To excel through love and unity, pressing onwards, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sun grows away, so wide and treasure shore. Lift up your head to the rising sun. The road you trod leads unto your goal.
Such beautiful voices. You can remain standing as we recite our Toastmasters mission. You can also find it on the agenda if you don't know it by heart. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop leadership and communication skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And now, our leadership quote of the week. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How true is that? We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Now, without further ado, I will be bringing on the man that steers our ship, the man that makes our time here lighter, our president, Toastmaster Pearson.
Appreciate it. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. My very young guests. Welcome to another exciting Cable Revolutionaries meeting. No place better to be on a Sunday and a Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Clearly, somewhere else. All right, let's open up meeting with late or absent excuses. Late or absent excuses.
Late excuse for the Toastmaster.
Late or absent excuses.
Late excuse for Toastmaster Gregory King. Yeah.
Late excuse. Late or absent excuses.
Late excuse for Detail Christine meeting.
Secretary's got that. Late and absent excuse going once, going twice. Go on. Well, fellow Toastmasters and our one guest, it's time for something that I believe that everyone is anticipating. It's now the month of love. And the month of love is also known as Things Month. And guess what we got with Katie? We got teams. So I'll now call on our acting treasurer to give the raffle pitch. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Alex Pearson.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, when you see this screen by, what do you think? You think team, you think quality, you think I know what I am getting. And fellow Toastmasters and guests, today we are also giving you the option of choice. With this John Bull gift card, you get to choose what you want. The infamous John Bull, whether it be a gift for yourself, to treat yourself, or a gift for someone you love. So with just $1 for 1 ticket, $5 for 7 tickets, or $7 for 10 tickets, you could get this infamous screen by to take home with you. I'll be coming around with raffle tickets.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pearson. And I will let you guys know that for the raffle pitch, it's actually impromptu. So at any point in time, I can call on anyone in the audience, and it would be your job to sell the raffle pitch. Some days you might even have to sell a pen. That was my first raffle pitch, sell this pen. So I was looking forward to these moments. And I hope you guys dig deep, because it is King's Month and the month of love. We'll now have the reading of the meeting for our last meeting by Toastmaster Antonio Brown. So clap.
Mr. President, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our youngest guests. The minutes for January 29th, 2026 are as follows. The meeting was called to order at 6 p.m. by distinguished Toastmaster Christine Sweeting. Invocation is led by distinguished Toastmaster Christine Sweeting. Pledge led by distinguished Toastmaster Christine Sweeting. Late excuse, there was none. After excuse was by 3 members. Toastmaster John Clark, Toastmaster Sandia Miller, and Toastmaster Troponia Carey. Introduction of guests. There were 3 guests in attendance. Raffle pitch, there was none. Minutes was read by Toastmaster Charles Rose. Corrections, additions, and deletions, there were none. Motion to accept the minutes as read. There was none. Second by them as writing, there was none. Education session. The theme, words that inspire. Our chairman, Alex Pearson. Let's call this Toastmaster Sandia Paul. The word of the day, luminary. Table topics master, myself, Toastmaster Antonio Brown. Our speakers, Toastmaster Charles Rose, Toastmaster Justin Sanders, and distinguished Toastmaster Dion Cadet. Our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Ernesto Gongora. Our evaluators were Toastmaster Sandia Miller, Toastmaster Mar Pearson. Our grammarian, Toastmaster Sandia Paul, Counter, Toastmaster Michelle Samuels, Timer, Toastmaster Tatiana Underster. Business session. Committee reports communicate. Treasury, dues are due. The treasurer will be collecting daily dues at every in-person meeting. Membership committee. The club is currently at 30 members overall, and is still growing. As recently as today, new members are submitting their forms and documents to join the club. Prospective members including Treasury Cash, Naomi Wilson, and Tate Bethel. Leading outside the club. Madeline Archer made a presentation on leadership to a group of individuals. Distinguished Toastmaster Christine Sweeting, Toastmaster Lamar Pearson, Antonio Brown, and Charles Rose served as judges at Junior Achievement International Speech Contests. Toastmaster Michelle Samuels presented a YEP meeting. Toastmaster Anaya Sanders is also heavily involved in the YEP programs in the Bahamas. Other business. Alex Pearson, Toastmaster Alex Pearson moved that Toastmaster Sandia Paul act as temporary vice president of education in the absence of Toastmaster Jordan Clark. After 2 minutes of as many, the president called for votes. The ayes won, the motion passed. Sandia Paul will be acting as VPE until Jordan Clark returns. This is to be evaluated on a 30-day basis.
Which one is it?
Tatiana Bristol.
No, that's the meeting I was supposed to be in, but
Tatiana Bristol officially won the membership committee contest for the most members invited to the club. During a step counting competition, distinguished Toastmaster Dion Cadet observed Tatiana and Bristol complete a 169,000 steps. He further commended the members' perseverance. Speaker of the night. Our speaker of the night was distinguished Toastmaster Dion Cadet. Evaluator of the night, distinguished evaluator of the night, was Toastmaster, was our president, Amar Pearson. Raffle winner, there was none. Raffle total, there was none. Dues total, there was none. The president entertained guest remarks. Adjournment. A motion was made to adjourn the meeting by Toastmaster Sanjeev Paul, and it was seconded by Toastmaster Antonio Brown. The motion passed. And the president adjourned the meeting, ended at 8 p.m. The next meeting will be on February 5th at the Phil Keeping Building. Aaron, end of the review.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brown. Are there any additions, deletions to the minutes? Additions, deletions to the minutes, going once, going twice. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as read?
Mr. President, I move that the minutes be accepted as read.
Do we have a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the minutes be accepted as read. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Sent to the back of the room. Matters arising. Are there any matters arising? Matters arising on Zoom? Going once. Going twice. Gone. Well, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it's been a long time coming. We now have someone who will speak after me coming into the education session. And this is a person, I spoke to this person earlier this week. I asked her if the world was ending tomorrow, which would be today, would you still come to our meeting? And she said, Mr. President, there's no better place to be than Phil Keeping Building on the 3rd floor at 6 p.m. at a cable revolutionary spinning. So the world can end, aliens can attack, dinosaurs can come back, and I'll still be right here at the cable meeting. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sandia Paul.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our one guest. As the president said, I am Toastmaster Sandia Paul, serving in the capacity as acting Vice President of Education for this evening. Of course, I would have no issues with being here because if the world was ending, I know my soul is secured. It doesn't matter. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'm delighted that you have decided to come out this evening to join us under the theme, The Illusion of Time. Tonight's program is designed to be engaging, challenging, but most importantly, to make time feel as if it's flying. To guide us through the meeting, help me welcome your chairman for this evening, none other than myself, Toastmaster Sandia Paul. As your chairman, it is my responsibility to make sure that we have a well-organized, prepared, lively, engaging, well-structured meeting that runs on time. As mentioned earlier, our theme, the illusion of time, because while the clock measures minutes, our minds measures moments. Sometimes 5 minutes feels like forever. And other times it feels like it just flew by. So to dive into our session, I would like to welcome two brave souls who trust their sense of time. Any Toastmasters tonight trust their sense of time? No, 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 no. Don't, no, 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 no. Toastmasters, President and Toastmasters, our president. Ladies and gentlemen, seconds or minutes? Choose you this day.
Seconds.
Seconds. Timer. Oh, you want a timer for the same Toastmasters? I would need a timer for a few seconds, please.
Okay, I got it.
Toastmasters, Ferguson, I'm so beautiful to choose someone. But for 45 seconds, we need 45 seconds on that. You're going to serve a seconds. And so you're going to do for 45 seconds a wall squat. And our timer, yes, the illusion of time. You don't need to go 45 seconds though. This is for the illusion of time.
Okay.
And our timer and our minutes is going to stand and observe this experience. You don't necessarily, go all the way down. Just just go to the forward, wait, that way. It is the illusion of time. I was hoping to choose, but I was trying to hit them to choose that with you and the don't choose that. I'm sorry. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock. Yes, let's do 30 instead. 30 seconds.
But it's a wall squat though.
Yeah, you gotta go from the back. You gotta have your
I
back.
got
Let me
Demonstrate.
demonstration.
Demonstrate. Oh Christ.
Yes. Fellow Toastmasters, again, doing it 30 seconds on the clock.
Are we
Ready?
I have to capture this.
And your minutes.
So I gotta be minutes?
Yes, you just stand there observing, okay? Follow me. You gotta stay,
You want me to
there.
all the time so I can know like
You're
WTF.
staying there. That's it. Yes. That's the whole
WTF.
idea.
WTF.
Yes, put it on the clock.
Girl, you want to count the time yet? Let me know what time.
Yeah.
Count it down.
Yeah.
No, tell me. Say it loud.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, I feel like I was right?
Well, 15, but anyway.
Now, so my seconds. How did that feel?
It felt like WTF.
Forever, right?
Yeah, but what did I get myself into?
It felt like forever. So our minutes. How did that feel?
Short amount of time.
Exactly. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, that is the illusion of time. The same amount of time, but yet a totally different experience.
Right.
Thank you so very much for helping us. You want the stickers out? Get 2 stickers out. Thank you, thank you. Now that we've stretched time just a little bit, and for Toastmaster Ferguson, you've stretched a whole lot more. Please welcome our lexicologist for this evening, Toastmaster Antonia Brown, as she helps us to stretch our vocabulary. Please, Toastmasters, get welcome as she helps us. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters. Yes. As mentioned, I am Toastmaster Antonia Brown, and I'll be a lexicologist / grammarian for this evening. The purpose of the lexicologist is to present a new word to the club that encourages our members and our guests to use throughout the meeting and throughout the week. Let's get started. Our word of the day is an adjective. It means not showing a serious or respectful attitude. Can we have a guess to see what that word is? It's an adjective. Not showing a serious or respectful attitude. Similar words are frivolous, superficial, shallow, glib, thoughtless, and carefree. Nonchalant. No. Who? Torian O'Neill.
Facetious.
No. Who? Clue. It begins with an F, ends with a T. Flippant. Yeah. Who said that? Toastmaster July. Our word of the day is flippant. As mentioned, it means not showing a serious or respectful attitude. I thought it was gonna go on for longer. Thank you, Toastmaster. But yes, our word of the day is flippant. Now, can I have a person who wants to use that word in a sentence for me, please? Distinguished Toastmaster Ernesto Gongro, I saw your hand raised. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Every day I speak to my children, I am more convinced that their attitude towards family is flippant.
Can I have another volunteer? Distinguished Toastmaster Aaliyah Evans, I saw your hand go up just now. Toastmaster Aaliyah Evans, I saw your hand go up just now. Thank you so much.
Today at work. No, I changed my mind. I agree with that one. My mom always tells me that I have a flippant attitude towards getting my work done.
Our guest on Zoom, Charmaine Strawn, I see your hand up.
Afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. My comment very similar to the previous Toastmaster. The flippant attitude constantly displayed by teenagers when it comes to schoolwork is ridiculous.
Thank you, Ms. Strawn. I have another guest on Zoom. Use the word flippant in a sentence. Torian Nimor.
I find it amusing how flippant the attitudes of people can be towards public transportation. I find it amusing how flippant the attitudes of bus drivers are towards their passengers.
Yeah. Nimor, I totally agree with you. It's very flippant. And another word. My sentence for the word flippant. I work in the healthcare field. It was very flippant when I looked at my pay at the end of the month. It was very flippant when I looked at the pay and I turned. I said, "That's the end of my segment." Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Toastmaster Brown. There's a saying that we say in Toastmasters. If it's not fun, it's not Toastmasters. And so as your chairman, I would like to encourage you as each person come up to this lectern to present, to make sure that we have a fun and exciting time. Please give them a round of applause until they get here and until they get to their seat. Riddle time. I arrive without knocking. Don't Google it, please. And make shadows run away. What am I? Like, close, but not close enough. Close, but not close enough. I arrive without knocking and make shadows run away. Who am I? Morning.
Darkness.
Applause, applause, applause. Yes, right. Now you have something for you, you know, guys. Oh. What a second look at it. Those sponsors and guests. We now move to the part of our program where time really likes to play tricks on us. Where 2 minutes can feel like 10 or disappear in a heartbeat. Please help me welcome our table topics master for this evening, Toastmaster Alex Pearson. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How are we all doing today? Good. Once again, I am Alex Pearson. I will serve as your table topics master today. The purpose of the table topic session is just to create a light-hearted atmosphere in the room. It's to ease the nerves of the speakers. It's to get everyone acquainted with speaking on your feet. So I'm going to ask questions or I'll give prompts. I'll call on someone and you'll have the opportunity to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And tonight, in theme with the meeting's theme, I have a time capsule. In this time capsule, we have different questions, different prompts, different difficulty levels. You don't know which question is coming to you, so I'll advise you to listen carefully to see if your name will be called. So, for our first question or prompt, answer like a news reporter reporting breaking news. The news is that you lost your phone. And this question goes to prospective Toastmaster Tony.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. We have alarming news today. In the world of 2026, when we are all relying on our cell phones, something devastating has happened. Mine is missing. I have no clue where it could be. And unfortunately, I have to report that I do have a 3-year-old daughter, and we all know what happens at that age. It can be anywhere. I've searched high and low, and I am determined. I believe it's in the fridge or the stove, and I am not sure. Please stay tuned. I will check in with the nanny manually, and hopefully we find it by the end of the evening. Hear from you later.
I really is an illusion. I felt like I was just listening to the news. Let's get all signed up.
Please.
And the next glitch in the matrix. This prompt says, tomorrow never came. Tomorrow never came. Distinguished Toastmaster Ernesto Gondola.
Thank you very much, Madam Table Topics Master. I called the plumber who was supposed to repair some pipes in my house. I told him I need to come right away. He said, I can't come right away, but I can come tomorrow. The Matrix did its thing in the universe. And guess what? I am still waiting for that tomorrow for my plumber to arrive to fix my pipes. And fellow Toastmasters, luckily it's been cold, so I had not had the necessity to bathe every day. So, fellow Toastmasters, I'll bathe tomorrow.
English Toastmaster Gonger. I think I had the same glitch in the matrix. Waiting on a plumber for 2 years now, like spa. And our next time victim, you're writing a warning label for the procrastination drug commercial. Explain the side effects of the procrastination drug. And this question goes to our lovely guest on Zoom, Naomi.
Good night. Can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, go one more time with the question, Alex. Good night, everybody in the room.
Good night. You are making a commercial for the procrastination drug. Explain the side effects of this drug.
Oh, that sounds like something I have without the medicine. So, procrastination drug. And so I'm gonna react it, or I'm gonna act as if I'm doing the side effect for the drug. Just making sure I'm on the same page as everyone else.
Yes, side effects.
Okay. So the procrastination drug, we have sidetracks, cell phones. I don't know. I'm trying, Alex, or I'm thinking. Procrastination drug. I don't know. That is so difficult, Alex. Oh my gosh. Commercials. I was never good at acting.
The glitch in the matrix is giving you the option to call for backup. Would you like to call for
for sure.
backup
Oh,
from
100%.
our
Please.
president?
Most definitely. Can I get backup?
Yes, she'll get backup from our president, Toastmaster Pearson.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, let me ask you a question. Do you guys remember in grade 5 when you had to do the solar system project? I know everyone had that project. I had it too. But unbeknownst to me, I had soccer practice that evening as well. And someone had put the procrastinating drug in the water. And I was so thirsty that evening. I drank about 10 bottles of water. So I had about 10 bottles of this procrastination drug in my system. And I had my solar system project due the next week. So it took me about 9 days for all of this drug to get out of my body. Here are the side effects. Don't tell your parents that they gotta go to the store and get it. Home. Don't tell your parents that they gotta get the markers to write on this solar system project. And you don't tell them that this project is gonna determine whether you fail or pass. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, especially to our youngest guests, when you have a solar system project in the next 2 or 3 years, I advise you not to take the procrastination drug, but rather take the other piece, the preparation drug. Because you will then have your solar system project, the grade will be up, and you will never have to worry about forgetting anything. Thanks very much,
That's a commercial. Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi and Toastmaster Pearson. I hope you got a lot of procrastination cut hip after that. And the next glitch in the matrix. Answer like you're a robot learning human emotions for the first time. And explain why people get stressed out about time. And this question goes to our secretary, Toastmaster Rose. Woo!
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. I go through things on the daily. I find new information. I learn how to process that information. Even my motions when I talk. This is something I learned from observing you humans. Now, sometimes I see humans cry. And I don't know how to treat that. Their eyes leak, and it's like, why? But then, I look online, and I find other humans who cry. That was funny. See, I'm catching on. I'm starting to learn what humor is.
So really.
Touch him.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rose. You can power down now. I really believe that.
He's an actor.
We are expecting a cold front. If you could stay in bed for the entire day or weekend and not even shower, would you? This question goes to distinguished Toastmaster Kendra Monroe on Zoom.
Madam Table Topics Master, I apologize as I am mobile. Do you mind repeating this question for me, please?
No problem. We are expecting a cold front. If you could stay in bed for a day or the entire weekend and not even shower, would you?
Oh, that's a hard question. I don't want to give too much information on how I would enjoy something like that. But as it is, no matter what the weather, no matter what the time, there's always something for me to do. There's always somewhere for me to go to meet the need of someone else. So as much as I would love to stay in bed without taking a shower, I most certainly I do not possess the ability to. But thank you. Thank you so much for that question.
What's something that feels like it happened just yesterday, but it was actually a long time ago? Distinguished Toastmaster Shanika Pinder.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. What's something feel like it happened just yesterday? The passing of my grandmother. She was my rock. She was my heart. And every day, sometimes I look around for her. She has passed now for 2 years. And every time I look around for her, I do not see her. And it reminds me that she's not here. I'm not as sentimental, but it's a emotion that happens every so often. So yeah, that's the one thing that seems like it happened just yesterday. Thank you.
And answer this like you're a conspiracy theorist. Explain why clocks cannot be trusted. This question goes to our guest on Zoom, distinguished Toastmaster Shervin Evans. All right.
My apologies. I actually stepped away from my laptop and I heard my name called. Could you repeat the question again, please?
Yes. Answer like you're a conspiracy theorist and tell us why clocks cannot be trusted.
Wow. Thank you so much for that table topic question. Why clocks cannot be trusted? When I think about all the things that are happening around here, and when I look at the clock on the left, it had 12 o'clock. When I look at the clock on the right, the next clock had 6 o'clock. And when I look at the clock in my hand, it had 5 past whatever. So when I look at the day when I need to be to work at a certain time, all these clocks are wrong anyhow. Who has the right clock? When you look at the world clock have something. Yep, one clock inside Paris have a different time. I don't need to know the time in Paris. I need to know the time here in the Bahamas. When you look inside another clock, you say that. So all I could say, no one has the right time. Whatever time you feel like is the day, then that's your time is the right time. But all the clock in the world wrong. So don't worry about that. You're always on time. Thank you very much, Table Topic Master.
Do you agree to disagree with this statement, Toastmaster Aaliyah Evans?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. That's actually a good question, whether I agree or disagree. I mean, I feel like I agree. I mean, if I was inside university, they think everything is a construct. So they probably say time is a construct too. So I feel like everyone has their own way of telling time and actually have their own like different in different regions, they have different times and all of that. So I do agree with distinguished Toastmaster Evans, like who has the right time? Like let's think about it. That's really, who really has the right time? Bohemian. Oh, you're right. Yes, that's Bohemian time is the right time for sure. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. But I definitely do agree with the statement. I think that I guess everyone has that one time, and who am I to say someone else's time is wrong? Back to you, madam.
So I love Bohemian time, except for my clients are an hour and a half late because they are on Bohemian time. And our last question, is there anywhere you would rather be than right here, right now, to our guests in the room?
I would not want to be anywhere else but the Bahamas. You know why? Bahamas is the land of sunshine and the sea. All real beautiful people I get to see your faces each and every day. There's a story in each and every person. There's a story in you. There's a story in you. There's a story in me. So why would I go anywhere else? The Bahamas is the best place to be. And I think about the great Dr. Miles Monroe. He said the Bahamas is where God lives. So who am I to tell him he is wrong? The Bahamas is the best place to be. I don't want to be anywhere else.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I hope you had a wonderful time with me serving as your table topics master. It has been my pleasure to help you pass some time. Call me anytime. Isn't it interesting how time feels slower when we're thinking and faster when we're speaking? Think on these things. We are now to the heart of our program. Our prepared speakers. This is where time slows down for growth and speeds up for transformation. Our first speaker for this evening is no stranger to us. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Tamara Evans, is speaking from the Pathway Program Persuasive Influence. Her speech title, Time Waits for No Man. Please welcome her as she comes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh my, oh dear. I shall be late. I shall be late. I shall be late. That's what the white rabbit cries out in Alice of Wonderland. Obsessed with time. Chasing the clock and never stopping long enough to think, to determine, to make a wise decision. And if we are honest, haven't we all sounded like that white rabbit? Tonight's theme is the illusion of time. We live as though time is something we can manage, something we can schedule, save, or delay. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow. I have time. Or let things slow down. Time waits for no man. Time does not slow down. When we are tired, it does not pause. When life becomes heavy, and it certainly does not rewind, and come again. When we wish we had done things differently, it doesn't do that. Time simply moves. When we are young, time feels endless. A year feels like forever. And dreams feel comfortably far away. But then something happens. One day, we wake up and realize the children have grown. Yippee! Our parents have aged. And the plans we said we would get to are still waiting. And suddenly, we find ourselves asking, where did the go? I have learned that time does not just pass. Time reveals. It reveals what we truly value. What we keep postponing and what we excuse away. Time exposes our priorities, not our intentions. We all intend to call that friend, start that project, serve more, speak up, or finally say, I love you. But intention without action is nothing. It's nothing more than delayed obedience. And time does not negotiate. Can you say that with me? Time does not negotiate. Here is the hard truth. We do not lose time all at once. We lose it in minutes. We lose it in distractions, in fear, in comfort, and in waiting for that perfect moment. The perfect moment? Guess what? It's an illusion too. Time waits for no man. Not the busy, not the fearful, not the unprepared. It waits for no title, no position, and no excuse. Time keeps moving with or without participation. Tonight, I want to ask you, you, and you. What calling is waiting for your yes? Because one day, sooner than you think, time will ask for an account. The good news is this: as long as you are breathing, you still have now. Now to decide, now to act, now to live intentionally. We may not control time, but we do control what we do with the time we are given. So let us stop living as if time is unlimited. Let us stop treating moments casually. Let us stop believing the illusion. Time waits for no man, but purpose waits for the willing. Yeah. so very much, Toastmaster Evans. That speech reminded us that time does not rewind. Our second speaker for this evening is our very own Toastmaster, Tracy Boucher. She will be presenting via Zoom with the title of her speech, The Illusion of Time. Please welcome her as she comes.
So I was flippant about time when I was younger, believing there would always be more of it, until I realized how quickly moments slipped away. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Close your eyes for just 1 second. Now open them. In that single blink, something invisible just slipped past you. You didn't hear it. You didn't see it, but you felt it. And we call it time. This evening, I want to invite you into an illusion. Because what if time isn't something that is measured by minutes and seconds? Because what if it isn't something we move through, but something that moves through us? Think about your day. You rush in the morning. You chase deadlines. You count the hours. You check the clock. You say things like, I don't have enough time. Or, where did the time go? But have you ever noticed something strange? 5 minutes in a long meeting can feel like an hour. But 5 minutes with a loved one, someone you love, can feel like a moment. So I have to ask, if time were truly fixed, why does it feel so flexible? So let me share something with you. There are moments in my life that I feel like they happened just yesterday. I can still hear the laughter. I can still see the faces. I can still feel the emotions in my chest. And then there are moments from just a week ago, it'll really feel like a blur. Same clock, same hours, completely different experience. That's when I realized maybe time isn't measured in minutes or seconds. Maybe it's measured in moments that matter. We treat time like it's a straight line, past behind us, future ahead of us, and us running somewhere in the middle trying to keep up. But what if that's the illusion? What if the only time that truly exists is right now? Not the email you'll send later, not the conversations you had yesterday, not the plan you're worried about tomorrow, just this breath, this heartbeat, this moment where you and I are sharing the same space in the same second. So let's try something. Take a slow breath in, everyone. Now let it out. In that one breath, the past didn't matter. The future didn't even exist. All you had was now. And in that now, time stopped being something you were chasing, and it became something you were experiencing. So here's the part we don't always like to talk about. When we live in the illusion of someday, we trade it away for today. We say things like, I'll call them later. I'll rest when things slow down. I'll enjoy life when I reach the next goal. But what if the next goal becomes another goal? And another, and another. And suddenly, years pass. Not because time moved fast, but because we weren't fully present for them. So what if we flipped the illusion? What if, instead of asking, how much time do I have? We start asking, how much time am I putting into this moment? What if success wasn't measured by how far we go, but by how deeply we lived along the way? This evening, I'm not asking you to change your schedule. I am not even asking you to slow the clock. I will ask you something much simpler. The next time you're with someone you care about, really be there. The next time you laugh, let it last a second longer. The next time you breathe, notice it. Because those tiny moments, those are the ones that stretch time. Those are the ones that turn minutes into memories. But guess what? In a moment, this speech will end. You'll check the time. You'll move on to the next part of your day. But right now, just for this second, you and I are sharing something that will never exist in the exact same way again. So, before this moment becomes a memory, let me leave you with this thought. Time isn't something you lose. Time is something you live. And the more present you are, the longer it lasts. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster Boucher. Moments and memories. Cable revolutionaries and our guests. We have now reached the portion of the program in our meeting where time becomes a gift. Immediate feedback. Feedback that helps us to grow faster than minutes ever could. To lead us through our evaluation session, we will have our general evaluator, none other than my president, your president, Toastmaster Amar Hesse.
Evening once more, fellow Toastmasters and guests in person and on Zoom. As it was stated, I am the general evaluator. My name is Mark Pearson. Now, for the benefit of our guests, the general evaluator evaluates all of the prepared speakers this evening. I will evaluate all of the functionaries. I'll evaluate the room and also our chairman. But before I get started, we'll now hear from our lexicologists who will give us the report. Let's give Toastmaster Antonio Brown a clap.
Thank you, Mr. GE, Mr. President. As mentioned, I am the grammarian, Toastmaster Antonio Brown. The grammarian's report is as follows. The grammarian is a comment on the use of the English language during the meeting, including the misuse of words, incorrect pronunciations, use of cliches, and poor sentence structure, as well as any interesting, unusual, or particularly effective uses of speech. My report is as follows. Toastmaster Tracy Boucher, you said thanks, thanks. Thank you. That's it for me, but Mr. G.
So I'll evaluate myself right there. I'm not supposed to have the the grammarian's report before we go through the evaluations. However, we will hopefully get some fractions before when we get back to the area. And hopefully not from me. I'll now evaluate our table topics master as I give our mayors some time to find some fractions. As Toastmaster Pearson, you came to this lecture with lots of energy. You had a very unique way of carrying out your table topic session. You stayed on theme and you were able to have surprisingly some very lighthearted questions. It seemed as though everyone you asked question to, they were able to easily answer the questions. However, one of the things that I noticed is there wasn't too much variation in the length of your questions, and because of that, some persons had to ask for the question again, especially when you're on Zoom. You want to give those persons an ability to hear at least 3 to 5 words and know exactly what you want to answer. However, you're still able to carry on through the program and have a very fun and interactive session. I think that this is one of those sessions where people want to be asked a question because you can tell the vibe that it's giving. And when you have persons wanting to answer table topics question, that means you're doing a really good job. Overall, you did well. I look forward to seeing you when you come back to the lecture. Good job. I'll evaluate the grammarian, Toastmaster Antonio Brown now. Silver clap. Toastmaster Brown, you as well, you came up to the lecture and you set the tone for the functionaries of the meeting leading up to the speakers. You came up, you explained your role, and you were able to make the audience guess a word that I didn't think would come as soon as it did. And I don't know, maybe you planted someone in the audience, but it worked out well for you and it worked out for your session. People were able to use the word after in complete sentences that made sense, even though it seemed like it was a new word to everyone. So you chose a word that is it can be added to someone's vocabulary on a daily. So that's one thing that I think that grammarian does well. If they can find a word that people can easily use. You even had someone who speaks 2 different languages able to use the word. So I think that is a very good sign of a grammarian that did a great job. One of the things that I think can elevate this grammarian session is if you have the word multiple places, because we're here now, it's hard for guests and persons who may have come late to see the word. And also, maybe those on Zoom can see it from the camera angle, but maybe if you have the word on the walls, a few on the table, that can help your persons utilize word throughout the meeting. But overall, really great word, a really great session, and I look forward to seeing you when you come back to the lectern. Let's give her a clap. I'll now evaluate the first speaker. Actually, we'll now have Toastmasters and Dia Miller evaluate the first speaker, Toastmaster Tamara Evans. Let's give her a clap.
Thank you for acknowledging me, Mr. President. I am tasked with evaluating the first speaker, Toastmaster Tamara Evans. The title of her speech was entitled Time Waits for No Man. And the purpose of her speech, she was speaking from the path persuasive influence. The purpose of her speech was to demonstrate vocal variety, pauses, paces, emphasis, tone, and intentional body language. She started her speech boldly and charismatically with doing a reenactment from Alice of Wonderland. By doing this and utilizing this strategy, she demanded and commanded the attention of the room. We were pleasantly surprised and had a few chuckles. I think that it was impeccable the way she did that in order to get our attention and kept it throughout her speech. Her voice modulation was on point. As she began to explain to us that time sometimes slow down, she lowered her voice. And when she started to explain at times where time would pick up the pace, she changed her voice. She kept us entertained by giving us a little here and there. That led to humor. And that kept us engaged. We were wanting for more. We wanted to hear more jokes. I would say that she left us with several thought-provoking phrases. Time does not pass. It reveals. We learned this. We learned by repetition. She allowed us to repeat after her that time does not negotiate. also a great strategy used by TM Evans because she engaged us beyond voice modulation, beyond jokes, and beyond impersonation. She got us engaged and involved in her speech. She reminded us of the power of now. She also left us with a caution, which led to her speech. It started off strong and it ended off strong. And she cautioned us and ended by letting us know not to believe in the illusion. Thank you very much.
I agree with the sentiments of Toastmasters and Leah Miller. This was a really well-written speech. It was clear that Toastmaster Evans practiced this as she moved around and she brought the scene to life. I think that this was a speech that could compete. I think it's a speech that she can work on to improve it, add a bit more flair, even though it was full of flair. I think this can be something that can be presented in multiple scenarios, to kids, to someone at work, even outside of the office. Yes. She also did well with the callback using a watch, prompting the audience to say time. So I thought that was really well manufactured, and I look forward to seeing her again when she comes to the lectern. I'll now evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Tracy Boucher. The illusion of time. Time isn't something you use, but it's something you live. I think that Toastmaster Boucher, you started off this speech, one, using the word of the day. So that was a really impressive use of impromptu adding to your presentation. You had very relatable stories. You told your story, and naturally that made us want to listen more to what you had to say. And it made it easy to connect with us as your audience. You had very great vocal variety, even though it's on Zoom. We were able to hear the different inflections of your voice and your body language. One of the things that stood out to me was that you were standing up. And when you stand up and give a presentation, it's almost as if you connect better with your audience versus sitting down. So I commend you for standing up while on Zoom and giving your presentation. Your lighting was great and you were well in frame. In reference to Zoom presentations, I think this was one of those that persons can use as a template of what to do when you want to give a presentation on Zoom. However, one of the ways I think you can improve this presentation is, though you have great presence on the screen, one of the things that could be a distraction for persons is your background. I think that having a background that doesn't fully relate to your speech, or having a background that isn't blank, it almost makes persons stare away from the focal point, which should be you. I found myself trying to read the words in the back, even though I couldn't see it. And sometimes that could be, it could work against you. So on your next presentation, whether it be in Zoom or in person, using a background either as a prop or using a prop in person, ensure that that prop doesn't take away attention from what you want your audience to see or hear. Overall, I think this was a really great speech. I believe this is your third speech, and we can see the growth from your icebreaker to now. We can see the confidence, and I commend you on your path thus far. I can't wait to see you at the lectern. Look forward to it because it's going to be next week. We will now hear from our grammarian once more if she has any infractions. No? All right, that's great. Let's give ourselves a clap. We will now hear from our counter, Toastmaster Trevon Gary.
Good evening, good evening. My role as the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. The report is as follows. Torian Newmore, I'm not sure if you know that. Yes. Okay. Toastmaster Torian Newmore used once. Toastmaster Aaliyah Evans 3 times, like twice, no, 1. Prospect Toastmaster Naomi Lydia you use once. Parents might.
My report.
Great report, Toastmasters. Okay. I was scared for a bit. I will now evaluate Chairman Toastmasters and the Paul. Toastmaster Paul, as usual, you came to the lectern with energy and you continue to hold that energy throughout the meeting. You did well with transitioning from the different functionaries. It was clear that you were well prepared, you knew who to call and when to call them. I also thought that the addition of things was, it's always good to have things when you're chairman because it now allows the guests to want to participate. And when again, just like the table topics, when you have an audience that wants to participate, it means that they're paying attention and that you're doing a good job. One of the things that I also think you did well was preparing before the meeting. You created a group chat. You were able to know exactly which functionaries would be here, which functionaries would be online, and that it left no confusion. People knew what to expect before the functionaries came to the lecture or the virtual screen. Now, the illusion of time. One of the things that can make this moment last forever in our minds is adding a bit more flair to how you introduce your functionaries. You really did the hard part, talking to them, getting them ready. Even if you have to make it up, have a slight icebreaker that now makes the audience think, oh wow, he really said he would come here if the world was going to end tomorrow. It now builds a bit more energy. It kind of lightens the mood for the speaker as well, and it makes them feel comfortable in the audience. That was simply the only thing I thought that could be elevated. Overall, you did a really great job. And there's things, and one more thing that the chairmanship can be complete with. I'll let you figure it out, but overall, yeah, good job. Let's give her a clap. We'll now hear from our timer, Toastmaster Tara Ferguson.
Then the timer's report for Thursday, February the 5th, 2026 is as follows. The meeting began at 6 p.m. and our education segment started at 6:14 p.m. Our lexicology session held by Toastmaster Antonio Brown lasted for 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Our table topic session held by Toastmaster Alex Pearson lasted 16 minutes and 12 seconds. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Tamara Evans, spoke for 6 minutes and 26 seconds. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Tracy Boucher, lasted for 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Toastmaster Mara Pearson evaluated our chair, Cynthia Paul, for 1 minute and 52 seconds. Toastmaster of our Pearson evaluated Toastmaster Antonia Brown, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Toastmaster Sandia Miller evaluated Toastmaster Tamara Evans, which lasted 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Toastmaster Amar Pearson evaluated Toastmaster Tracy Boucher, which lasted 1 minute and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Pearson evaluated Alex Pearson for 1 minute and 5 seconds. Toastmaster Antonia Brown gave the Gregorians report, which lasted 37 seconds. Toastmaster Trevor Carey gave the report, which lasted 50 seconds. The time is now 7:14 p.m. This ends the timer's report.
Now evaluate the room. I see we have our banner in place. Our flag is here. We have our drinks and our snacks. We're just missing the jokes. Overall, this looks like a Toastmaster meeting. It's running like a Toastmaster meeting. So thank you, Madam Chair. Go on me and anything happen.
Thank you so very much to our well-prepared, our energetic general evaluator. How's that for an introduction, sir? Our Toastmasters and guests. Our general evaluator has charged me to do a thing. We'll see if that thing comes. Okay. As we bring our educational session to a close, I'd like you to take a moment to reflect Did time feel fast or did time feel slow? Either way, it's an illusion. Because the real measure of this meeting isn't what the clock says, it's what we're leaving with. And with that, I'd like to leave you with a story. A guy walks into a bar, Toastmaster Roads,
Number 4.
and he says, "Give me a drink before there be trouble, before trouble starts." He downs his drink, and then he asks for another beer. He drinks that one too. After the 5th drink, the bartender says, "So when exactly does the trouble start?" And he says, "Now, because I have no money." I am Toastmaster Sandy Paul. It has been your pleasure serving as your chairman. I now yield the lecture to your acting VPE. Toastmasters, did you enjoy this evening's meeting?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so very much to our prepared speakers. At this time, I will now yield the lecturing over to our president, Toastmaster Amar Pearson.
I'm feeling very flippant. What a session. Let's give our prepared speakers and our functionaries. This is what it's like to be at a Toastmasters meeting. This is what it's like to be at a Cable Revolutionaries Toastmasters meeting. The only place, 259-1529. The only place to be on a Thursday between the hours of 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Even if the world ends. We'll now open up the business session again with leading outside the club. Leading outside the club. And we got some leaders leading outside the club. Leading outside the club. No one? No one. No. Don't make something up. Those spots, Pearson.
Thank you for acknowledging me, Mr. President. I would just like to let the club know that Wednesday, AI was Wednesday. Wednesday on, our president, our president did a presentation on AI, including yourself. I believe this presentation was recorded and you'll have a chance to watch it later, but it was very informative. And this was done at YPS, Young Professional Society.
Leading outside the club, Toastmaster Boucher. No. All right. Committee report to communicate. Committee reports to communicate going once, going twice.
Membership, committee reports.
Committee reports.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Gary.
Yes, thank you for acknowledging the president. So tonight, we have 2 members that we will induct. Gregory.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Toastmaster
And Toastmaster Tatiana. I'm Bristol.
All right.
Toastmaster Cash.
Toastmaster Karen.
We out the.
Yes.
Toastmaster Cash, Toastmaster Tatiana. No longer are you guys just facing the crowd. You are now an official member. All
right.
Best club in the world. Cable Revolutionaries, Toastmasters Club, 259-1529. Group. Toastmaster Cash. We have a promise that every Toastmaster gives. when they join the club. So I see you have the promise there. We will now have you repeat the Toastmasters promise for us.
Again. A Toastmasters promise. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all my speech and leadership projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the projects in the competent communication, advanced communication, or competent leadership manuals. I promise to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments. I promise to provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluations. I promise to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. I promise to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. I promise to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy. I promise to bring guests to club meetings so that they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers. I promise to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs, and I promise to maintain honesty and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities.
It's up. Toastmaster Cash, the members also have a promise for you. Can you please stand?
Yes.
Will all club members please stand and repeat our club's pledge to its new members? The pledge is in the text.
All right.
Lead the members of Cable
The Revolutionary Toastmasters Club pledge to support you in your quest for development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Toastmaster Cash will now pin you. Let's come closer to the balance.
All right. But I know to get the slides for the photo woman. Okay.
We will also repeat the pledge for Toastmaster Tatiana. Yeah.
Yes.
Our Toastmaster Tatiana will repeat the pledge.
A Toastmasters promise. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend meetings regularly, to prepare all of my speech and leadership projects to the best of my ability, basing them on projects in the competent communication, advanced communication, or competent leadership manuals, to prepare for and fulfill meetings assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmaster membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs to maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities.
Let's repeat the pledge with Toastmaster Bristol.
We, the members of the Able Revolutionary Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Yes, we'll take the photo like this.
Membership?
Thank you.
It's up. We locked down two. Only one other person in the room.
Yes.
Let's make sure we get them.
Yes, Rodney. Boom.
Here, once, communicate. Going once, going twice. On. Other business. Other business. Those PTM, Barbara.
Mr. President, I could have brought this up during matters arising from the minutes, however, I did not want to deal with this issue before the educational session. So I want to, first of all, deal with the issue of our Vice President of Education position. Lately, before our Vice President was injured, we had kind of some concerns on the performance, and we were trying to help him with that. However, this happened now, and I am now more concerned that the position needs to be filled definitely, not with an acting VP or another acting VP, but with an actual VP that is voted by the members of this club. So in that vein, Mr. President, the only way we can get this done is either if the member resigns his position or if the membership brings a vote of no confidence. With that in mind, I don't have any confidence that our good member in his recovering stage right now with his health can fulfill the position effectively to the benefit of all members. So I am asking members tonight that we together vote towards a vote of no confidence. Not that I don't have confidence in the member, but because of the circumstances, I don't have confidence that he can actually fulfill this position. So we need to act, and tonight we talked about time, and time is now. We cannot wait another month or another week. We need to make that decision tonight so that we can align our club together and align our club towards fulfilling our goals, and not with somebody that is acting as the position, with somebody who's actually officially the position. I don't know how we did it with the TLI. I don't think that both the point counted for the person, so that was something that we probably acted too slowly on. So, Mr. President, I move that tonight we do a vote of no confidence, and if members are ready to vote, that is my motion on the floor, Mr. President. So,
There's a motion for a vote of no confidence. Do we have a second?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All those in favor You please stand.
Raise your hand on
Or raise your hand on Zoom. Master Rose Grounds.
Standing.
Are you may be seated? All those opposed, may raise your hand now. Abstentions to the back of the room. Motion carried. We now have a vote of no confidence for our current standing VP, Toastmaster Jordan Clark. Do we now have a motion to elect Toastmaster Paul as the current VP?
Mr. President?
I think we should organize a by-election next week where we can have candidates. I remember we had discussed different persons who could fill that position. And that's something that we should probably think about. Give us a week to consider. And next week we can get ballots and let the candidates their little speech, have a little by-election.
So a motion for a by-election.
So I know that we have a by-election.
All right, do we have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, may raise your hand on Zoom or stand up. Motion carried, so we will have a by-election on our next meeting on the 12th, I believe. And we will have candidates who will give a presentation for their nomination for the VP role. Other business. Toastmaster Rose.
Information, Mr. President. How are these members supposed, how are we going to find out which members are nominating themselves? How are we supposed to prepare and what all do they need to prepare for this nomination?
So we will make an announcement both in the group and we'll find other means of sending out this announcement to members who may be interested. And they can campaign between now and the next meeting, whether that be by contacting current financial members in the club, or coming up on the night out, or they can also be nominated from the floor. Other business? Other business going once, other business going twice. Go on. Announcements. Are there any announcements?
Mr. President, just a question. Is a quorum required for the by-election?
Yes.
That would be, which percentage of the membership?
That should be over 50%.
Over 50%. All right.
Any announcements? Announcements, Toastmaster Rose.
So, another thing, if an executive wanted to throw their hat in the ring, would we then have to have an Alex for more than one position that night?
Well, yes, we'll have to do a fly at you. Any announcements? Going once, going twice. Go on. Then we get the raffle total. Well, Toastmaster, yes, don't forget, it's the month of love, the month of things. Those online, if you want to send a transfer, we have that option available. Does anyone online want to throw their hat in the race? We can make it happen.
We take Zelle.
I transfer.
Take Zelle,
Credit
transfer,
card.
credit, debit, crypto.
No. Point of information, Mr. President.
Where would we send us out?
So you can send an IOU and we'll take that. You want to throw your hat in the race?
Yeah, you can put my hand. Yeah, you can do that.
How much? How much?
I don't know what is the raffle amount is.
We have a John Bull gift card.
And
Now,
what
this
is
John Bull gift it comes with the bike, everything.
I mean
Valuable.
what is the how the raffle is being sold?
So
One for $1, 7 for just $5.
Okay,
And
I'll put for $5.
$5. Okay.
you have 5.
Give me the rule, please.
We have 3 after more as well. Raffle, 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 raffle.
Information is the president before the raffle. Just a reminder to our members on Zoom call to please submit your vote for Speaker of the Night, please, via text message to myself. Thank you so much for apologizing, Mr. President.
So what's the raffle total now?
$41.
Raffle total is now $41. Could it be you? Could it be the person next to you? Could it be DTM pin online? If you want to heighten the chances, I suggest you put some more money in the raffle. Remember now, John Bull with a vote and the bag.
Please.
All right, so while we do that, let's hear from our guests online. Respective Toastmaster Tony, how was the meeting this evening? How did you enjoy it? What are you looking forward to best next time? Give it up.
As usual, I absolutely love the meeting. And I do have to admit the time is an illusion because this one was a very fast meeting. I do love that the word of the day was a very easy word that everybody was able to use. The speeches, I take notes every speech. I love how the speakers pace themselves, speak clearly, always drop jewels in every speech, always work the room, changes up their speech each time, changes up the variations of their voice. I love taking the notes each time, and I think it's amazing to be able to learn something from each speech every single day, that there's always some new notes to take. So I definitely appreciated this meeting. I still learned a lot, which was the whole key of being here. And as usual, feel uplifted and motivated, and cannot wait to officially join.
Let's hear from our guest online, Naomi. How was the meeting this evening for you?
Good evening, everyone. The meeting, as always, is always great. Thank you so much for assisting today. Now I am excited to work on my table topics. That's one of the highlights usually of my meetings. I'm really sad that I'm not there today. Congratulations to everybody that joined. I'm actually looking at the application now. So hopefully excited to get my pin soon. It's a pleasure always to see Mr. Cash as well. Hi, Godfrey. It's a pleasure. Really excited to be in Toastmasters with you. So yeah, meeting is great as always.
All right, for our raffle, we'll have our youngest guest. You get drummer.
And the number that our youngest guest picked is 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, 5.
You promised to buy.
Yes.
I include the buy.
Yeah, include the buy.
Thanks.
Down.
Oh, let's come on. Make sure someone on the side.
Take it out the bag too.
Oh,
Yes, absolutely.
They're gonna miss their lunch.
All right, next.
Thank you.
Fellow Toastmasters, now it's time to figure out the winner, the next winner for this evening. We get a drum roll.
Drum roll.
Oh, thanks for being tonight. You voted. Toastmaster. Her. She's new. Is it Toastmaster Tamara Evans? Is it Toastmaster Tracy Boucher? You voted. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Toastmaster. T. Tamara Evans. Fellow Toastmasters guests, we had two dynamic speakers this evening. We had two great speeches. Yes. Everyone is a winner when you come to Cable because you never come and leave the same. You come and the only thing that happens is you elevate. Because teachers teach, preachers preach, and leaders lead.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Cables. To our guests online, when you come to this meeting, time is an illusion because you join today and tomorrow 10 years is going to come with us and you'll still feel the same excitement. We have DTM Bongara, we have DTM Pindo, who has been there from the start. And the only reason that they are still here is because time is an illusion. It was just like yesterday when this club was born. And today we're at higher heights and we'll continue to grow sustainably. And I can't wait to see all of our new members step into leadership roles. Next week is going to be a big week. We all took the Toastmasters pledge. When called to lead, Toastmaster never says no. Could it be you, Toastmaster Gary? Could it be you, Toastmaster Boucher? You never know. Leadership calls, and we can all answer that call. This evening, we only had one evaluator. So we will continue. So we won't have an evaluator tonight. However, Toastmaster Miller is preparing for our contest. We have Toastmaster Miller, Toastmaster Archer, Toastmaster Pearson, Toastmaster Rose, who will be competing in the area contest on the 18th. I believe that is 2 weeks from now. That will be on a Wednesday. I invite everyone to send them table topics question, to ask them or give tips throughout the week, just to make sure you can help them prepare for this contest because we plan to go, conquer, and bring back the gold. The theme of the day is to have the gold standard. So I want you guys to continue to motivate, continue to keep learning, continue to keep elevating the room. And I can't wait to see what the result is going to be because we have a meeting the day after. So with that being said, can I have a motion for adjournment? Or are you going to stay?
Mr. President. I move that this meeting of the great Cable Revolutionaries Club 2591529 be adjourned until next week, Thursday, same time, 6 p.m., same place, in person, and of course also on Zoom. Second.
It has been moved. Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye.
Night.
Essentially, the back of the room. Motion carried. Thank you all for coming out to an exciting meeting.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
Hey. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Wait,
You Russian team, Samuel. You gonna get spanked.
Thank you.
Miss Tony, I believe you got a membership application already. You didn't? I have your Wait. Number recorded when you attended our open house, yeah?
Yes.
I wanna make sure I have it. Because I don't. I think I saw it yesterday, I have your number here.
Sorry.
Record your number.
I see that I know what happened.
She wanted. I'll send you the application via WhatsApp.
That's sense.
So faithfully.